Ciao Bella! Welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. We are going to do the Whips and Foes video for March. Now, before we get started, I am pre-recording this. There are still several days left in March, about a week left of March. By the time I'm recording this, by the time you see this, there'll be like 2 days left in March. However, I may or may not finish something before the end of the month. I don't know. But I'm pre-recording it because I want to take a little bit of a break for my spring break. I have not crocheted hardly at all this month. I've been trying to get ready for my birthday party, and I've been trying to do a whole bunch of other things. Just and life in general has been busy. That doesn't mean I haven't done things. It just means I haven't finished things. I have crocheted, and I'll talk about that. But I don't have a lot to actually show you. So I have no finished objects this month. None whatsoever. Not a zip zilch. With the exception of 6 triangles that I've put into the pick and mix cow that I've been doing with Khadijah at Ladybird Loves. You can still join that crochet-a-long if you like. We are, by the time you see this, it will be week 13. So, but at the filming of this, we just finished week 12. So, I think we're about halfway through, but they are triangles, and you just have to make 2 a week, unless she decides to double it, which she did for 10, and I mean, they're simple, they're not hard, but I didn't know that because I was behind, and that's my doing. It's not my fault. There is no, like, nah, you didn't get it done, nah. No, that's not, she doesn't work that way, but, I had to play catch up. I did catch up. I did. I still have to put the squares. I keep on wanting to say squares. I have to put the triangles. I have to put 10 on because 10 goes on the outside. So I did 11 and 12, but then I have to attach 10 on both of the triangles. So there's that. And then I started a basket, and then I had to undo it and start over. Because I started it with 1 strand of yarn, and it was not working. Because it was very, very flimsy and floppy. And I was like, this is not going to make a good basket. I'm going to have to spray it, and then it's not going to stay, because if you have to wash it. So I was like, okay. So I took it apart, started over, and did 3 strands of yarn. Didn't get as far as I did with the 1 strand of yarn, but it's okay. I've done 1 round on the Asteria Doily. I have not done anything else on the Stag and the Serpent. Have not done the crochet kit, the flower kit. Have not touched the fairy dust. I feel like a failure. I'm not. But I feel like one because I haven't finished anything. Ah! Okay. Crochet-wise, I finished other things, and I'm going to talk about those things. But I haven't finished any crochet. So to come on the channel and say, I haven't finished anything, I feel like I should put my head down. But I do want to share that I had a wonderful birthday. This month was great in preparing for that. I had great fun with my friends. So every Friday for several weeks, they would come over and help me organize. because even though I've lived in this house for several years, I just kind of had stuff sitting around, to be honest. Um, I moved in, I made it functional, but I didn't do anything with it, right? Um, I would hang up a little bit here and there, but it just existed, right? Um, and I've been doing a lot of reading about why that may be. Uh, that's been kind of hard to face, but I'm working on it, right? I'm working on it. Uh, but them helping me has been wonderful. I'm at a point now where I can uh, take care of it myself. And that was, my party was the deadline, right? So come in, let's plow through it all, get it done. I got rid of so many things that I've been holding on to, and it was very cathartic. So I did a lot this month, just not crochet, right? Um, I got rid of so many Christmas decorations and Halloween decorations that I can't use here, but I wanted to give joy to someone, so I gave them away. And I got rid of so many little knickknacks and other things that I've been holding on to, thinking maybe I could use it, maybe I could find a purpose for it. Haven't used it in like 2.5 years, so it's like just get rid of it. Um, yeah, so that was nice. I don't know if you've noticed, things are decorated in here. So the uh, shadow boxes. I almost said posters, but those are on the other wall. The shadow boxes are up. They're mounted on the wall, as is my Maleficent clock. And that gave me room to put my candle holders up and do some other decorating. I, uh, I'm just not real sure with this table runner. It's up there, but I'm not real sure that's where I want to keep it. But I put it there so that you guys could see that I finished it. It's done. It's there. In front of me, I have some other pictures. And then over here, I have, those are the posters. And then there is like a print. It's a canvas print sort of thing. And then I have, I'll show you. I'm going to move the camera. It's going to move. Over here, I have this little mailbox. And I got that when I was in the States. It just has, I mean, I finished little like face scrubbies and things like that. And I just drop them in there. And then when I want to give them to somebody, I just open it up and do that, right? So this has been decorated. Oh, I moved you a little too far. There. I want you to be able to see that. Uh, there have been things hung up all over my house, pictures and paintings, and there's a whole gallery for my daughter because she does a lot of art. So I hung up every single piece of art of hers that I have, because it should be hung up. It's art. It should be displayed. It should be honored. It's a demonstration of her growth as an artist, and I want to honor that. Other things in my kitchen got hung up. Now, I didn't do it because I am not a decorator. I'm not. And I don't really care. My friends laughed at me so hard because they'd be like, "Is this where you want it?" "Yeah, sure." "Does it look straight?" "I don't know." But my friends, they would I have one friend, oh, she got out her level and she was like making sure it's straight. She's like putting little pencil marks on the wall and then erasing them. So, and I was like, "You're trying too hard." Like, I appreciate it, right? Because it's put up and it's not going to come down, right? It's not coming down. But when my son was here, the very first summer that I was here, he put a picture on the wall. And I told him it was crooked when he put it up. And he was like, "Okay." And he went to put it up again. I was like, it's crooked. He said, okay. He put it up again. I was like, it's crooked. He said, okay, Ma. And I was like, you know what? All right, fine. It can stay crooked. And it has stayed crooked ever since he put it up. I think that was like, I don't know, probably the third or fourth thing that they adjusted. They were like, nope, we're taking it down. We're fixing it. I was like, all right, whatever makes your heart happy. Like, it stayed crooked for the rest of the time I lived here. I would not care. Because I told him it was crooked 3 times. He got frustrated with me and raised his voice. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to walk away before I say something. So, but they did all of that with me. My daughter went through a whole bunch of things. She is growing up and not wanting to play with her toys as much anymore. We organized books. We donated things. There was a lot that was done. Okay? So that I don't have a way to count that in my craft yourself free totals, but it was a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So on one hand, I feel really bad that I didn't finish any crochet, but that's not to say I didn't crochet. I did crochet. I just didn't finish anything, and I don't have anything to show you for crochet. Okay? But as spring is here, right? Spring is here now. But when I was doing this, spring was not here yet. It was still winter. I am trying again to plant things at my house because the first summer that I was here, I planted things. I took care of them. The second summer that I was here, I went back to the States, and the person who stayed at my house didn't water my plants. So they all died. Last year, I did not plant anything because I was like, it's I'm not going to deal with it, and it's a good thing that I didn't because the person who was staying here had to leave abruptly because they had a death in the family, and my plants would have died anyway. But I'm trying again, and I talked to the person who's coming to my house this summer, expressed to them that they please need to water my plants. I have a backup plan for my plants if they don't do it, someone to come and check on them. So I spent an inordinate amount of time getting my pots ready, getting everything ready to plant, to do, to prepare. And then I have these planters in the front of my house because the way that my driveway is, so you come in and there's my driveway, but then you have to go down to go into the kitchen. But there's no bar on the stairs there. So if you're coming in and you're going a little bit too fast, you could go over and down. And that would be bad. For the car, for the house, for the person, for everything. So they have these huge planters all along that edge. There's 6 of them. And again, because things weren't watered that first summer that I was gone, things died. And the gardener, who is a part of the rent, because a lot of the plants that are here are not mine, and my landlord wants them a certain way. So she hires someone. I don't pay for it. It's not part of what I do. She hires someone to come and take care of all of those things because she wants the vines and the plants and the this and the that to be a certain way. Cool. I won't touch them. So to that end, he was supposed to, I was told, fix all of that. And he didn't. He never did. So eventually I got tired of looking at it and I went to pull out all the weeds and I was pulling, I was pulling, I was pulling. And I got to the last one and I went to pull and pull and pull. And the plastic of the planter just cracked, right? And it had rained so much that the dirt didn't go anywhere. And it was so packed in there that it didn't go anywhere. But it was ripped apart. So I messaged my landlord and I was like, hey, I'm happy to replace this, but I just want you to know it's broken. I'm really sorry. And she was like, no problem. She was like, I'll actually replace it because it's a safety concern. Because there's no railing. That is kind of the barrier. And I was like, oh, okay. So I thought she was going to just replace the one. No, she replaced all six. And I was like, well, I have some plants that I was going to put in there. What do you think? Should I wait for the gardener? What should I do? Because these are her plants, right? And she was like, no, do as you wish, right? She brought them over. And then my dear, dear friend, um, one of the ones who was helping me get my house ready, um, was like, hey, she'd stayed over and she was like, hey, do you want to just knock this out? And I was like, heck yeah, I do. So we got out there. It was muddy. It was mucky. It was dirty, but it was so much fun. We laughed and we had a good time and we got everything planted. And then I have a whole lot of pots that I brought from the States, ceramic pots. Um, and I have a small, like, raised bed situation back there. And I planted all of those. All of those except for one of the pots has plants in them. So I have roses, I have mint, I have rosemary, I have lupines, I have marigolds. I try to do things that would prevent or help prevent mosquitoes. And then in the front, on those big planters, I have eucalyptus, lavender, and then this silvery leaf plant. It's really pretty. I'll try to post some pictures in the community section. I don't remember what the plant is called. I have the pot, but I don't remember what it's called in English. But I did all of those. And then my daughter did, we have some hanging baskets that go on our balcony, and she did succulents in all of them. So, all of that to say, for the month of March, for my Craft Yourself free totals, they're going to look a little different, right? And we're gonna do those in just a little bit. I do have some projects that I did finish, right? I did finish my liberal arts mail projects, and I have them here. I finished my bookmark, my watercolor bookmark, and I finished my vase. Get it? And my little tray that goes with it. Right? I finished all of that. And like I said, the 6 triangles. I finished all of those. So that's what I have to show you. So now I'm going to give you my totals for Craft Yourself Free. And if you don't know what Craft Yourself Free is, that is a collaboration between Sam over at Manfella Makes and I, where we talk about whatever craft we've done that month, whether it's fiber arts, whether it's diamond painting. For me, I add my reading. I'm going to add my planting. If you wanted to do your cooking, if cooking is what brings you joy, if that's what sets you free, if that's what makes you happy, that's fine, right? Add it in however you want to add it. Some people are measuring, some people are weighing, some people are whatever. That's the beauty of it. It's whatever you want it to be, right? But it holds you a little bit accountable for what you've done, but also lets you see how much you've done. Because I started this video saying I haven't finished any crochet. That doesn't mean I haven't done things. I have gotten rid of so many things in this house. I have cleaned, I have organized with the help of some amazing, amazing people. I've planted, I've cooked, I've done so much. But for the Craft Yourself Free, right? We're going to go into that for the month of March. So I don't have any yards of yarn to share. I do, however, have 250 liters of soil that I have used, which is their giant bags. So they were 50-liter bags, and they were from my chin to my knees. I'm 5'5", so they were from my chin to my knees. That's how big they were. If I stand up, and they were heavy, 50 liters of dirt. So I used 5 of them. And that's not for the planters. The planters, I used the dirt that was in the planters that was already there. So I can't count that because it already existed. I didn't purchase it or anything like that. I just moved it around. I mean, I could, but I don't know how much dirt it is. But those are just the ones that I bought for the pots, for the planter pots, for the pots in the back. All of that was 250 liters of soil. I planted 47 plants. 47 plants. I completed my projects, right? My vase and my bookmark, and my triangles. Those things are completed. I read 8 books this month for a total of 7,597 pages. So, like I said, I don't have a way to count all of the things that I donated and I gave away, and I sold a few things, but it wasn't a lot that I sold. Most of it was just, hey, here's this, if you want it, take it. Because the community here is very much in that way. If you need something and you ask for it, 9 times out of 10, somebody will just give it to you. And so I pay that in kind. If I've asked for something and someone has given it to me, I pay it forward, right? I may not be able to return the favor with them, but one of the ladies that was here, she has a little boy, and I would find things and I'd be like, give this to him, give this to him, give this to him. I've given so many things to that little boy, and my daughter loves animals. So I had a lot of animal toys, a lot of animal books, a lot of animal like magnet games, and so many things, right? Give it to him, give it to him, give it to him. I think I probably recreated his toy room with some of the things that I have given them. And then the day of my party, I gave them a scooter because my daughter had a scooter that was too short for her. So I gave them the scooter so that it could be out of my house because she has a new one. But the old one, I didn't want to throw it away. I was like, somebody can still use it. It's still a perfectly good scooter. It still lights up. It still works. It's just too short for her because she's a string bean. She's so tall. Anyway, those are my totals. Those are my makes. Those are my things. Um, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you did this month. If you want to put that in the comments, I would love to hear what you've done. And if you want to put any pictures of what you've done, please feel free. Put them in my Facebook group. My Facebook group is linked in my description box. I would love to grow some members in that group. You can also put it on the community post. You can post things in the community yourself. You don't have to send it to me for me to post. I mean, I will if you want me to, but you don't have to send it to me. You can post it yourself. So if you have pictures that you want to share of things that you've made this month, please do. If you want to share your totals, if you want to share new things that you've tried, right? Like last month, I tried decoupage and resin. It was very, very interesting. It was fun. I'm not going to go out and buy the stuff to do it, but it was fun to do, and I would do it again. So I would love to hear what you've been up to, what you've done, how your month has been, and I will really let you go this time. And until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao, Bella!